Alright everyone, welcome to episode 2 of my new series where we look at new West Ham United players and what they've done in their career to get here. Last episode we looked at secretive signing Scottish Andy Irving, who began his career at Hearts and scored a banger of a goal in pre-season against Dagenham and Redbridge. So please go and check that one out if you are interested, but hold that thought for now, stay here because this is the story of Maximilian Kilman so far. Born on the 27th of May 1997 in Chelsea, Kilman's parents were both Ukrainian, his father coming from Odessa and his mother coming from Kiev, meaning that Kilman speaks Russian in addition to English. He started playing futsal in the Genesis Football Club and then went on to play football in academies for Fulham and Gillingham. Then when he turned 17, he joined Welling United in the National League for a year, but unfortunately for him, didn't make a single appearance. So after that 2014-15 season, he joined National League Southside Maidenhead and stayed there until 2018. In the first season, they finished 7th, but in the second season, they won the entire league, going up to the National League on 98 points. This was brilliant for Maidenhead, but as for Kilman, he had to watch from afar, playing on loan for Marlow in the Southern Football League, where he made 30 appearances and scored 1 goal. But after the 2016-17 season, he went back to the Magpies, making his debut on the 2017-18 season opening day against Maidstone United. But football wasn't Max Kilman's only commitment. He still played his futsal, and this time for London club Helvetia, and he also got called up for the national team. That's right, he played for the England futsal team 25 times between 2015 and 2018. But back to club football, he made 34 appearances for Maidenhead in 3 years and was about to make the biggest move in his entire career. A move to newly promoted Premier League side Wolves for an undisclosed fee. So on the pitch, Maidenhead and Max Kilman were a thing of the past. But off the pitch, there was something down the line that Kilman still had to give back to his old club. And at age 21, he signed for Wolves on transfer deadline day in August 2018. Nuno Espirito Santos signed the player and put him straight into the under-23 team. Kilman then played a big part for the under-23s, getting promotion to the Premier Reserve competition after being stuck in the second tier. Then in April 2019, manager of the first team, Nuno Espirito Santos, said this: Max is 100% integrated into the first team squad. I see him as a very good football player, a centre-half with quality. He's big and aggressive. He has to improve like all young players, but we're really happy with Max. These words of praise from the manager clearly meant something, as Kilman was involved in the senior matchday squad, but was an unused substitute. This then carried on for 5 games throughout the season, waiting on the bench until he could finally make his Wolves debut. Then on the 4th of May 2019, with seconds to play, holding out a 1-0 lead at home to Fulham, he came on for Willy Bolly in the 93rd minute. This meant that he became the first player to go directly from non-league to the Premier League without any loan moves in between since Chris Smalling, who went from Maidstone United to Fulham in 2008. Kilman made his full senior debut at home to FC Punic from Armenia in the 2019/20 Europa League 3rd round qualifying second leg. They were already 4-0 up from the first leg and they won 4-0 again, meaning it was 8-0 in aggregate, and Max Kilman had kept a clean sheet. He had really grown into this Wolves side, and on the 21st of April in 2020, during lockdown, it was announced that Kilman had signed a contract extension until the summer of 2022. Then 6 months later, he extended his contract even more, going all the way to 2025. Kilman was then attempted to be changed into a Ukrainian international by coach and Ukrainian football legend Andriy Shevchenko because of Kilman's roots back in his family. However, this was not allowed, as Kilman had already made appearances for the English futsal team. He also scored a few weeks later against Everton to win 2-1 at the Molineux, a powering header from the corner on his 44th appearance for the club. And only 4 days later, he extended his contract once again, now all the way up to 2026. He was well and truly a first-team player and someone that was highly respected at Wolves. This then resulted in becoming club captain after Ruben Neves went to Al Hilal, resulting in yet another contract extension all the way to 2028. He then hit the 100 appearance mark away at Sheffield United in a 2-1 very late stoppage time defeat, also ending the 23-24 season being the only outfield player alongside William Saliba at Arsenal to register 3,420 minutes across the Premier League season. However, even though he signed all these contracts, that was his time at Wolves fully completed. 6 years at the club, 127 appearances with 3 goals. So he joined up with former manager Julian Lopetegui on the 6th of July for £40 million. This was a very good signing for us, but it also helped out another club. That club being National League side Maidenhead United. So remember how I say there was a bit of unfinished business between Maidenhead and Max Kilman? Well, it was a 10% sell-on clause that they had given to Wolves, meaning that £4 million of the transfer went to Maidenhead that West Ham sent over. A nice little investment for the non-league side, knowing that their talent, Max Kilman, would end up playing in the Premier League. Max has already made 2 appearances for us in pre-season, away at Ferencváros 2-2 and then away at Dagenham and Redbridge, where we won 1-0. Looking like a pretty solid defensive option and someone that we might need if Agued leaves, Zuma's dodgy knees, and someone that can fill in next to Mavropanos. So that is the story of Max Kilman so far. Playing futsal, playing non-league, and jumping all the way up to the Premier League, where he seized this opportunity and made a name for himself, where he now plays for West Ham United. Let me know what you think about him as a West Ham player and what we can expect for the 24-25 season to come. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated, and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you very much, and come on you Irons.